We're very proud of the fact that our chapter is going to be celebrating 40 years. That's 4 decades of excellence that we'll be doing.
When we split up, the New Hampshire chapter wanted to take its own course and grow membership. And unlike it is now, I mean, there's a lot of membership, whereas in those days, I think we might have been like maybe 80 members. Started many, many years ago on essentially merit shop work, just because a lot of people didn't want to be union contractors. And ABC had that mantra of being for the open shop. And that's how come I got involved.
Our mission is to advance the merit shop philosophy, the idea of free enterprise, and the individual, when they're given the opportunity and the resources to become all that they can, thrives. It's those individuals that collectively come together and help create this industry that is construction. Our chapter started out with just a handful of members back in the 80s. And today, we now have over 280 member companies in our association and growing. We're very proud of that.
Well, I started my affiliation with ABC back in the 90s as an instructor for the superintendent's courses. And from that, it blossomed through networking and everything. When I came to work at Palmer & Sicard, I was asked to be on the board of directors for ABC.
They help in maintaining the merit shop, number one. And then the other part is the trainings. I think because our industry changes so rapidly, they're out in the forefront of providing training opportunities for, our people.
The I Build New Hampshire initiative, that's something I'm involved with today, and bringing younger people and people from other walks of life into the trades, finding new careers here.
Metro Walls has probably put a dozen people through the FLIC program, and I've heard nothing but great things about it.
The Future Leaders in Construction, it's our premier leadership program, and it started in 2006. We had our first graduating class in 2007, and since then we've graduated 475 people.
I learned about the FLIC organization through other members of my company who have gone through it before. I expressed interest in it when it was brought up as an opportunity for me.
To network, of course, because that's one thing that we can do here, and to become a better public speaker.
Because of the success of that program, we've got more contractors now looking to sign up than ever before because they see the added benefit of this. Because that soft skill is very much in demand, and we are able to deliver that with FLIC.
The true value of this program is getting industry, education, and our community partners all in the same space, so that we can really help to address this workforce challenge that we're facing right now.
Just being in the ABC organization for the few years I've been a part of it, I've just seen so much growth in how many young professionals are actually coming into the industry. I feel like there was such a lull between our generation and like the older generation, the ones who are getting ready to retire. So it's been amazing to see the organizations grow as a whole, bringing in so many new, young, fresh faces, whether it's on the trade side or the general contractor side. And we're also seeing a lot more women in construction, which has been amazing.
Being part of the YPG, being on the board and attending their events has really increased my awareness of the construction industry, along with creating a lot of networking relationships and business relationships.
The community and culture is very welcoming. Everyone is very friendly. They love to talk. They love to know what kind of projects you're into, but they're also personal and they like to know about your life. And it is just very nice to have that kind of support system within the industry.
Yeah, one thing I'll never forget is, probably about 20 years ago, I started getting the attention of the Carpenters Union, and they would show up at my office, they would show up at my job sites, and it was complete harassment by these folks. When I reached out to ABC, they were there to help me out. They were on my side, and they helped show me how to get through these issues the right way. That's something I'll never forget, and I will always be grateful to ABC for helping me through that.
What killed us and killed virtually all of us in New Hampshire was that they tagged it as a project labor agreement project, which, despite how they would spin it, really meant you had to be a union to bid it.
And none of us are going to do that. That's a nail in your coffin. And so North Branch was really strong in fighting it. We all participated in that, and we got it repealed.
So one of the big things that ABC does is we have a very robust advocacy program. We get involved in issues that affect our contractors as industry leaders, and also as just businesses in the community which are invested here because they live here and work here. We don't believe government should be picking winners and losers, okay? We believe that the free market provides great value at a great competitive price. Contractors can deliver work safely and competitively in the communities in which they live and work. They don't need government coming in and saying, we're going to get between you and your workforce and how to do this job. And there's something called the Project Labor Agreement, which does just that. PLAs are a pre-hire condition, which prevent contractors from able to use their work rules and their ability to work with their workforce directly as they've already negotiated. As much as that's a detriment to contractors, it's even more of a detriment to taxpayers, because project labor agreements are proven time and again to increase cost of construction.
ABC's events keep getting better and better, and those events are priceless. You can, mingle with everybody else that's in the, construction industry. You can meet vendors, you can meet customers. Pretty much anybody that I worked with during my time at Metro Walls and my other companies, I met these people through ABC.
Likely submit several of our projects every year, and we've been fortunate to win a few of them.
Our events are very well attended. They're some of the biggest networking events here in New Hampshire and Vermont. Just our Construction Safety Awards program itself has several hundred people participate. Our Excellence in Construction program, it's a sit-down dinner banquet where we have 200 to 300 members attending that event to see the great work that each other have performed that year. So it's really awesome to see our networking events have grown so much over the last few years to provide great opportunity and a wealth of opportunity for members to get to work with each other.
ABC should continue to exist. We're not going to be replaced by robots. And so, construction is going to go on for a long time. And Associated Builders and Contractors has always been an advocate for the merit shop like we talked about. And the unions are never going to go away.
I think the biggest opportunity for ABC is to help out with the workforce. There's going to be such a need for construction workers in this country, and it gets worse every year. More and more people are retiring.
My hopes for ABC's future is just to continue seeing this growth and getting more companies involved, as well as more young professionals, and getting all of everybody under the same umbrella, and just continuing to see all of our continued growth in the industry.
ABC's had a long storied history over the years with a lot of treasured stories that people have shared with us over the years. And I just look at that and I look at how things are cyclical, and ABC's always there for the downturns and the upswings. We will be there for another 40 years of those, no question there. I think the difference is today versus 40 years ago is we've now got 40 years of experience on our belts collectively to understand what it is we need to do to be prepared for the next 40 years.
Thank you. It enabled me to be a much better industry participant. If I had a big ego, I'd say industry leader. But industry participant than ever would have been imaginable without ABC. It's because of the people in ABC, but it's also because of the structure, the organization. It has a life of its own. So I say thank you. All the way back, not just New Hampshire, Vermont chapter, even though that's how I lived it. I was then introduced to Region 7 and then to National. And when we joined, we just really had no idea of how much the organization had to offer and how wonderful it was going to be for us.
For me, 40 years means that's 40 years of community. And that's 40 years of giving back to the place that we all call home and we're proud to be part of.
It's a great organization, and it's made it to this longevity where a lot of organizations don't make it.
And the hope that it gives our industry that we'll have the resources we need to continue to forge on in the future.
It's just great to see what they've accomplished and how we've been able to do so many different things around the state with so many different organizations.
The legacy that comes with all the years of history that ABC has shown here in the New Hampshire, Vermont chapter have been great. And I think, you know, it will go another 40 without a doubt.
Congratulations to ABC for their 40th anniversary.
Happy birthday.
My favorite industry in the world.